Tracy did in the comics. Truth is, he reached into the hallway and pulled Clancy into the room. We can't get any information from this one. We hope your other boy will be more cooperative. Joel's head sank into the pillow. So, Clancy hadn't told. Even now, he only wanted to protect his little brother. Poor kid looked scared out of his skin. You all right, Joel? Clancy's voice shook. Don't you worry about me, Clancy. I'm as right as rain, good as gold. Nice as nectarines, Clancy said. They often played this game, but Joel couldn't think of another simile, so he offered a smile instead. It hurt like hell, but he wanted to assure Clancy he was okay. Joel was only a year and a half older, but the gap felt wider. Joel had always been mature for his age. Everybody said so. I have nothing to say, sir, Joel told Dick Tracy. His voice was still high-pitched, but he tried to make it boom like Daddy's. Tom Fitchett had a way of making people listen when he talked. And why's that? The tiny officer lit his cigarette. I don't remember what happened. The bed gave a muffled creak as he adjusted his position. The detective looked at his partner. Get Clancy out of here, will you? And the folks, too? We won't leave. Daddy pushed his shoulders back. Have it your way. Look here, Joel. We know who did this to you. The words made Joel forget his stinging face and terrible thirst. He watched a cockroach scuttle into a floor crack. Did they know? No one was around for miles. He was bluffing. Then go arrest the bastard, his father said. Don't waste time traumatizing injured and frightened boys. Had Joel heard Daddy right? Had he demanded these important men, lawmen, stop traumatizing his boys? Something he did for sport. How strange to have Daddy in his corner for once. You may reconsider your statement when you learn who hurt the boy. Impossible. Daddy slammed his hand on Joel's tray and knocked over the pitcher of water. Mama grabbed a towel and sopped it up. Even in crisis, her instinct to clean up Daddy's messes took over. Who did this? Daddy yelled. Joel cringed, but at least this time his father's fury flew at somebody else. Joel took a few deep breaths. Maybe if he stayed calm, everyone else would calm down too. It was him. The officer stuck his finger in Clancy's face. Mama clutched him tightly, her arms a shield against the accusation. The detective knelt in front of Clancy. You did this. The only question I have is, why? The room spun again. Joel looked for an anchor, but the patterns on the linoleum played leapfrog, and the walls closed in. His parents' gasps faded into the white surrounding him, and once again, the world went black. Chapter 2. Gibb Lewis Unit, 1991. Garrison wiped beads of sweat on the sleeve of his new suit. Why had he chosen it on a day as hot and nerve-inducing as today? To look like he was more than a nobody college kid? He regretted it, just as he regretted applying for a contact visit. This would be easier behind a glass partition. But how could he gain a man's trust without shaking his hand? And he had to gain his trust. There was no other way. Right this way, the guard said. Fitchett's waiting. He's nicer than he looks, but still the meanest son of a bitch in here. A final gate slammed behind Garrison, a buzzer sounded, and the door to the visitation room slid open. The odors of sweat and metal greeted him at first, followed by the cloying fragrance of musk body spritz. The room was packed with tables, the tables packed with visitors. So many voices, so many faces, but it was all white noise and blurred features. Only Joel Fitchett came into focus. Garrison concentrated on Joel's shaved head and massive biceps. Anything to avoid the